Miss Rochelle says after years of surprise foreclosures and secret lovers, she's finally awake. Now, the only thing she wants is the truth. Today on Divorce Court. All rise. The Honorable Judge Starr presiding.
Hello, everyone. You may be seated.
Your Honor, the case of Rochelle v. Stripling.
Thank you so very much. Ms. Rochelle and Mr. Stripling, it's a pleasure to have you here in divorce court, and thank you for trusting us with your relationship. I understand that you all have been together for 4 years. You have 2 children together, a 2-year-old and a 7-month-old, and today you're trying to decide whether or not this relationship is for the future, for the long haul, whether or not you should move forward with your plans. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
So, Ms. Rochelle, why are we in court today?
We're in court today because Rontre and I have been together for 4 years, and all he has done is lie. I believe he's been cheating, and he has disregarded how I've been feeling. So today I'm here to get this lie detector result, and if it comes back that he's failed, we're done. There's no family. It's over.
And you are ready to walk away, Miss Rochelle?
I am.
Mr. Stripling, you heard what Miss Rochelle said. What do you say, sir?
Your Honor, I'm here to prove my innocence. I came to take a lie detector test to clear up all her worries, but she also has some mental things that she needs to clean up as well.
So you're saying it's not all on you?
Yes. So it's some mental things that she needs to be addressed about, and if she can't admit to say that she needs help, then I'm willing to walk away as well.
I don't want to do the blame game for each one of you, but I do want to find out what the core of the problem is so you can determine whether or not it's worth working on together. Does that make sense, everybody?
It does.
Let's be solution-oriented. Why don't you tell me how you all met, Miss Rochelle, and what got us to a point where we're here in divorce court?
So we met back in 2021. We was at a club, and we had a friend that we mutually shared. I had seen him, and I liked what I saw. He's a nice-looking man. So I asked a friend to hook me up with him. He did. Me and Rontre, we went on a couple dates. We got to know each other. We were sexing. But ultimately, I really wasn't feeling it anymore. So I kind of ghosted and strayed away because I was good. I still was kind of ghosting him, but my birthday came. And when my birthday came, Rontre sent me the sweetest text message. Even though I was ghosting him and being weird and stuff, he still, I guess, see through that. So I decided to come back to Georgia and be with Rontre, in which I've been with since 4 years.
You all have not taken the leap into marriage.
We have not.
I mean, I was prepared for it.
I couldn't tell.
I was prepared for it.
But that actually is one of the things that sort of kicked off some of the problems, according to Ms. Rochelle. Am I correct?
Yes, ma'am. We moved way too fast. And I didn't know Rontre. It was a lot of red flags that was being shown.
What was the first red flag?
When I got with Rontre never specifically told me he was with anybody else. He made it seem like he's been single all this time.
Did y'all have this conversation?
I thought we did. And he told me that he was never messing with nobody. And so one day...
that don't even make sense.
It don't. I leave from his apartment after one morning to wait by his car. An older lady attacked me. She was about 49 years old. She came jumping
Speaking on behalf of those that are 62 years old, okay?
She attacked me, Judge. She knocked my food out my hand.
I wouldn't have done all of that.
She went nuts, Judge. She attacked me, knocked my food out my hand. She jumped on his truck, jumped around him. They chased each other around. What are y'all doing? I don't know this woman. So she told me he was crazy, and that was her man. He's telling me it's a crazy ex, but he claimed he didn't know her. So how is it a crazy ex? You had no girlfriend. So where did that come from?
Ooh, tag you're it, Mr. Stripling. What happened?
So this person, she was a situationship that I was dealing with.
Oh, stop.
I closed the door on that.
Did you let her know you closed the door?
You did not.
I let her know that I was done with her.
How long prior to Miss Rochelle being there at your apartment did you let this other woman know that it was done, it was over, and you ain't never come home no more? That kind of situation.
I had cut her off right before the summer had started, and that's when I had met Octavia. Even when she was back in Boston, me and her, we was on the phone with each other all night.
So you're saying that during the time you were courting Miss Rochelle, that's an old-fashioned word. That's what old ladies say, okay?
Sorry, Judge.
Uh-huh. You're saying that you were not sleeping with this other woman?
I was not. I was totally into Miss Rochelle.
Y'all were communicating after that. You knew about this woman. I didn't know about the woman. So you put me in a bad situation.
100%. So it started off rocky, but you somehow got through that moment.
Yes.
But I understand there was another moment right after you got pregnant.
Yes, ma'am. It was a gender reveal for our daughter. We had a gender reveal. It was so nice. It was at a hibachi restaurant. We cut a cake. We found out what we were
You had
having.
friends and family there?
We had friends and family. He invited a friend in particular who came and blew up the whole gender reveal. She basically let out a bombshell. She told me that Rontre has been lying to me.
He invited her?
Yes, he invited her. She told me that I was making a mistake. She told me that everything that he has been telling me was lies. She showed me evidence. She showed me videos of this so-called ex.
At your gender
At the
reveal
gender
party?
reveal. He waited in the car and let this girl talk to me for almost 2 hours. He never got out the car once, interjected. I confronted him about it, and from there it exploded.
Okay, Mr. Stripling, what was that about?
Your Honor, that's not true. At the gender reveal, the person she's talking about, she is my ex-best friend. At the time, she was my best friend. So I invited her to the gender reveal. Once everything was over with, I sat in the car. I didn't know what they was out there talking about.
But you wasn't curious that for 2 hours there's an animated conversation going on outside?
No, I was not concerned because she was with her best friend and she was with my friend. So at the time, I just wanted her to meet, other people. But
for 2 hours?
Judge.
Yes, but I did not know that that's what they was out there talking about.
But you
I
said
don't
you
care
didn't
what you're
trust
talking
her.
about for 2 hours.
I mean,
But
the dinner didn't even take that long.
Exactly.
Now,
I went to his phone myself and I found other things that alerted me. She was saying stuff about him, messing with other women, liking other women, sending emojis on Snapchat, Instagram.
okay,
sending
Mr.
date
Stripling,
nights.
what was this about? Because this sounds like you were not finished dillying and dallying when you got with Miss Rochelle.
I was, Your Honor.
If he's not going to admit it, that's your prize,
Yes,
okay?
ma'am.
I did not know that they was talking about that.
Okay.
I'm thinking that it was more so of a positive conversation. And I didn't know that it was that negative until Octavia got
So
back
why
in the
would she
car.
be that negative, do you think?
I addressed it. I never got a response out of her, and that's why I ended up cutting her off.
I'm sorry, the plaintiff says the lady showed evidence. Am I correct,
She
Ms.
did.
Rochelle?
She showed her phone. She had videos of him and the ex, of some other stuff about different things that he was sharing in the group chat. He wasn't even a part of this group chat, but his other friends were, and they were talking about him in the group chat and stuff that he had going on. I told him this as well. I didn't believe all she was telling me. So I went through his phone myself when he went to sleep, and I found other things that alerted me. She was saying stuff about him, messing with other women, liking other women. I found messages in his phone to him sending emojis on Snapchat, Instagram.
Okay,
sending
Mr.
date
Stripling,
nights.
what was this about? Because this sounds like you were not finished dillying and dallying when you got with Miss Rochelle.
I was, Your Honor.
Miss Rochelle's being real sweet the way she is presenting this information, but your posse was talking about you on a group chat about what a dog you were and all of the different things that was going on in your life. Am I correct,
You're
Ms.
correct,
Rochelle?
Judge.
I
Thank
haven't
you.
seen nothing, but I can
Thank
figure
you,
that out.
Judge.
Ms. Stripling, why would your road dog say something like that? Only you know.
I don't know why she was even presenting this information to her. You feel me?
Was it true?
It's not true. I feel as though everybody was just hating on me finding a relationship with Octavia.
Listen, if he's not going to admit it, that's your prize,
Yes,
okay?
ma'am. You're right.
Okay, so now, Miss Rochelle, you somehow stay through this conversation with the ex-best friend. But the next thing you know, you have a house situation. And I understand you all got into some serious debt.
No.
I understand about my notes that you all
a
got
liar,
into
Judge.
some serious debt.
He's a liar.
Somebody told me that your house had gone into foreclosure and left you in $30,000 worth of debt. That's what my staff told me. Now, did they lie to me? And should I be looking for some new members?
They did not lie, Your Honor.
Okay.
The house got sold. The deed was in the person's name. That person was supposed to be making the mortgage payments. But as he makes the mortgage payments, it's supposed to boost my credit score up. I'm supposed to just reap
He's
all
a
the
liar, Judge.
rolls
That's
off.
the biggest thing.
Am I correct in the fact that you all ended up with a $30,000 debt?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. That number is a big number for a young couple. And you say that Mr. Stripling is a liar?
Yes.
Well, I tell you what, he sure don't like to tell the whole truth. I can't call him a liar yet, but I can say you like to avoid the whole truth. That is something that I have learned.
Yes.
Okay, starting off with older women that you're dating, starting out with best friends that you used to have. Now what?
We was in the living room area. I was preparing the meals for everybody. Octavia bust up in the house.
It's her house.
She bust up in, it's not her house.
Oh, wait.
It's not my house.
Wait a minute now, I want to be clear about this. Do you not consider her your family?
We were in our new home. He decided to have a cookout. I'm not home at this point. He calls me, asks me what my ETA is. So I'm asking who's gonna be there. Before he tells me, he says, if you're gonna be on some crazy stuff, don't come to the house. Me not come to our home? So I asked him who's gonna be there. He tells me a young lady that I had an issue with before is going to be there.
At your house?
Yes. At our home, she's going to be there, and he didn't feel the need for her to address me. He thought it was okay. I walk into our home, I get there, nobody speaks to me. None of his guests. The young lady I have an issue with, she doesn't speak, but they speak to my 1-year-old daughter in front of me.
Are y'all punking me?
I wish I was, Your Honor. I wish I was.
I mean, seriously. Did you really have some folk in the house that you shared with this lady and want to know when she was coming home because you didn't want your guests to be uncomfortable?
No. So, Your Honor, I called Octavia. Octavia going off who was at the house.
She's supposed to ask who's at her house.
Okay, and that's fine. And I gave her a list of everybody who was at the house at the time. We was in the living room area. I was preparing the meals for everybody. Octavia bust up in the house.
It's her house.
She bust up in, it's not her house.
Oh, wait.
It's not my house?
Wait a minute now, I want to be clear about this. Do you not consider her your family?
It is, but certain things happen in the relationship to where I feel as though I don't have that partner to be like, this is our home. That's where I'm getting at. It's degrading me as a man, saying like, I don't do enough, but I'm telling her like, if you can pay half of the mortgage, the money going right back into you, I can have the money in my back pocket.
When I moved into the house, he told me I didn't have to pay nothing. So I did that. His family all knew that too. I moved in thinking that.
Okay, but I'm gonna tell you something, Ms. Rochelle. Anybody that starts a new relationship thinking that they don't have to put any financial contribution towards is destined to fail.
He wasn't complaining till all his skeletons was coming out.
The property taxes went up. So the extra money that I had in my back pocket, it started going down the drain slowly because my property taxes went up, my home insurance went up.
Maybe because you was cheating. Maybe that's why you had no money.
My property tax, that ain't got nothing to do about cheating.
So you're telling me that financially things changed in your life?
Yes.
Okay, which means things might have to change in your family dynamic.
Right. I asked Octavia to go and start getting a job. Then she started saying like she was dealing with postpartum depression, all this, that, and the third.
You know that is a thing.
It is. I take it very serious. But at the time, I was still working my 2 jobs. Octavia watching me get up and go leave out the house every morning, like no matter how bad of a day it is.
This is about his cheating.
She's saying she going.
Okay, I got news for you. None of this is relevant to why we are here right now. I'm sorry to say this. You all are going round and round and round and round. Miss Rochelle, you need to get a job if you want to be in a home with this man. Case closed.
I have a job.
That's it.
And that's not how
And you're going to need to contribute to the household. If that's not going to work for you, then you don't need to be in the household.
He moved people into our house to do that. So Mr. Stripling's not telling the full truth here, and I
don't get a feeling that neither one of you are telling the full truth.
No.
You came in here and told me that you were suspecting him of cheating.
No, he's cheating. He doesn't answer his phone. I go through his phone. There's texts from women in his DM. He's deleting stuff out his phone. He's on Snapchat sending stuff. I can't see what you're saying on Snapchat because it disappears. We had a fight about the girl that he invited over there. They were sending inappropriate stuff to 3 a.m., talking about date ideas, date nights. Why are you sending stuff at that time?
So you're talking about this woman that's at the cookout?
Yes, he's sending stuff. It's not just that one coworker. There's multiple coworkers. There's one that he liked that he was sending Snapchats to late at night.
That's the one that you were concerned about when he disappeared and you didn't know where he was.
Exactly.
So, I mean, I'm going through some of my notes And it just seems to be that there's a lot of, shall we say, suspicion, but you haven't presented to the court any complete evidence. And Mr. Stripling has said, I'm tired of this suspicion. I'm willing to take a polygraph examination to put these allegations of cheating to the side. Am I correct, Mr. Stripling?
Yes, ma'am.
So, Ms. Rochelle, you petitioned the court for a polygraph examination.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I decided to engage an expert to take care of that. Will you please ask the expert to join us, Corey?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you very much. I asked Mr. Yarbrough to join us because he's a certified polygraph examiner from Guardian Polygraph Services, and he's provided services to this court on numerous occasions. Ms. Rochelle was saying that there were some cheating allegations. Let's put this to rest once and for all.
Yes.
Mr. Yarbrough, you asked him 3 questions, correct?
That is correct, Your Honor.
The first question we asked Mrs. Stripling was, did you have any sexual contact with that coworker you invited to the cookout?
That is correct.
What was Mr. Stripling's answer?
He answered no.
What did the test results indicate?
The polygraph examination results indicated he was being truthful when he answered that question.
Okay. There was no deception noted. The second question we asked Mr. Stripling, that night you disappeared, after your work shift ended, did you have any sexual contact with anyone?
That is correct, Your Honor.
That's that disappearing acts that we talked about. What was Mr. Stripling's answer?
He answered no.
And what did the test results indicate?
The polygraph examination results indicated he was being deceptive to that question.
That's interesting. So that work shift, there was some sexual contact that was going on, is what the test results indicated.
Some of some nature, yes.
Of some nature. We're going to talk about that. Mr. Yarbrough, we asked Mr. Stripling, except for the times you were on break, have you had sexual contact with anyone Ms. Rochelle is unaware of? This is interesting, and he is the one that would define on break. What was Mr. Stripling's answer?
His answer was no.
What did the test results indicate?
The polygraph examination results indicated he was being deceptive to that question.
Of course. Like I said, you want somebody out there crazy. Nobody's crazy. You're talking about bills, not pulling my weight. It was never about that because you knew how we got together, but you knew you've been out here doing stuff. But hey, it's over now. So I'm glad you did whatever you did. Hope it was worth it.
Mr. Yarbrough, thank you so much, sir. We appreciate your services.
You're welcome, Your Honor.
You know, I don't know what's going on with the two of you, but I know you don't need to be together.
Yes, ma'am.
Because you all lie to each other on a regular basis. Mr. Stripling, you're not happy in this relationship. Not at all. You haven't been for some time now.
No.
You have?
I know I haven't, as far as...
There's been sexual contact with somebody.
Yes, it has been. But that was,
But I'm a
at the
liar.
time, like, we was
I don't really care. All I know is that's the conversation that you should have had before you got here. Okay? I pursued you, but my needs have changed, and this does not work for me. And no one wants to be single parents, and no one wants to have to just co-parent. People are looking for companionship, but your companionship should be something that you can depend on, that you can rely upon, and that you like each other.
Yeah, you're right. And this hurts. It does hurt. Because I actually, even though I asked for the test, I didn't think he'd fail. I didn't. So.
Miss Rochelle, I'm going to tell you something right now. After the first couple of questions, I knew he would fail. This case is done.
Thank you.
Made in Georgia.